when I need it to work the most. It works all that. All right, there we go. I fixed it, guys. I promise you I fixed it. Okay. Well, guys, welcome to the Unified World Championship pre-show, where we're going to be doing a bracket release, and we're also going to be doing a Q&A. So with me today, I have my guys, the Joe Vegas, who is giving me like the meanest, sternest look right now, and below me is my guy Yay Not Gaming. I just got to say shout out to these guys for coming in here last minute. Obviously, we had to put some things together, but we wanted to bring you guys what the content that you need. We're trying to hype up this event, guys. We have a very special event, guys. How are you feeling? I mean, listen. Right now, it's the bye week for the NBA 2K League, and we have a very special event for the UPA. How are you guys feeling today? And oh yeah. Are you freaking kidding me? And now you hear me. I'm willing to bet now you hear me. Yeah, of course, when I go live, my mic decides to mess up. I don't know what to do. You know, it's just one of those things. But now it works, okay? Now you guys can hear me. But all I was asking you guys, while I was already fixing my audio issues, is that I wanted to ask you guys, we have the Unified World Championship this weekend, $100,000 on the line. How are you guys feeling? Well, this is what I got to say, guys. So tonight, like I said, we're going to be doing a Q&A for like the first hour slot, and then we're going to be revealing the bracket around 9 o'clock. We'll be talking about the bracket, kind of breaking down some of the matchups. We'll be talking about some questions that you guys have. So if you guys do have questions in the chat, please, please, please. We can't hear them, Pimp. Are you kidding me? I literally had it all working before we came in here. This is terrible, guys. All right. There we go. They should be able to hear you now.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep, they can hear you now. It's all good now. All right.
Come on, champ. One job.
I know. I had one job. You know what? This is why we have Coach Jay. Okay, this is why we have Coach Jay.
Yeah.
This is why they pay him the big bucks. But you know what? We fixed it. We're gonna have a great conversation. So, chat, listen. If you guys have some questions, we're gonna be talking about some of the rules and stuff like that for the World Championship here in the first hour, kind of covering some things. Joe, I need to know the first thing because I know you're always the guy that's on top of this. What time does everybody need to be there this weekend for the Unified World Championship?
Early.
Well, what do you mean early?
No, of course. Well, go ahead. So we want to make sure, just like last time with the events, we're starting early. You have to be there. I believe what's time, champ? 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Correct?
Might be. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with 8 a.m., but I'm pretty sure it might be 9. But guys, listen, just get there early. Do not show up at last minute. Think that you're gonna be okay. Okay, so it's gonna be 8 o'clock for the staff. So we'll be there. We'll be there. But for everybody else, please show up on time. Your team needs to be there. You guys, all 5 of you need to be there at 9 o'clock. Okay? You guys need to be registered. You need to have your stuff put away. I think that you guys want to kind of get you guys want to like chill and get in there ahead of time before coming in last minute. I feel like that's something that's going to set you up for failure. But
yeah, and I'll kind of just hop in and kind of talk about that stuff. So yeah, for sure, you definitely need to be there early. The hours of operation really is just going to be going just similar to how it was with Vegas. Make sure you're there on time. Do not be late, because if you're not late, if you're late, if you're not set up, you can be liable to be forfeit. And it's a live event. We don't give a damn if you travel halfway across the country. If you're not there, you're not prepped and ready at your station when it's game time.
Listen,
you can be forfeit by the game admin.
I get it. You guys are all gamers. You guys all stay up late nights. And you guys are playing all the time. But like, this is the one time you guys need to wake up. There's $100,000 on the line, and this is nothing to play with. I need to ask you, Yay. Coming into this weekend, this is the most money we've had in the amateur scene ever. $100,000. What is your thoughts? Seeing this type of money in the pro-am scene from a guy who was a former pro.
I think we're just going to keep seeing go up from here. Now, this is the perfect time for guys who, even if you didn't get to play in Vegas or in Dallas, to show your stuff. It's perfect time before the new game rolls out, right before 2K23 comes out in September, to make some big money. And it's a back to school shopping for some of you guys. I know torn ankles is probably in the chat. You know, you get you a little, get you a little nice backpack with a little bit of the cash you get here. So
That's
so
crazy.
I think it's a big opportunity for everybody.
Dude, that is insane. Yo, that is, I was gonna say, I don't even know torn ankle slander in here. That is wild out here.
No, all love for Torn, bro. Torn's a hooper.
So we don't have an exact time on when the games do start. What's the most important is that you guys do show up and you are there. We will be.
So
go ahead, Joe.
No, just like kind of to piggyback, and I apologize for just having to keep cutting you off. So what's going to happen is games would most likely start at 10 p.m. That's usually when 10 a.m. Wow, 10 p.m. That would be crazy.
Yo.
But yeah, let me move this down one more time. But yeah, games most likely start at 10 a.m. So that's why we have people getting there early. If not 10, 11, you will be receiving an email with all of the information breaking down. We're just here to kind of go over, of course, all of the rules on the UPA page. And of course, break down and answer any questions that you might have. But Ev will be sending out an email this week coming up, probably within the next day or two, depicting all of the rules, all the regulations. You must have your jersey on. You must have a jersey that's your jersey. I know we had a lot of snaking and all kinds of crazy stuff in the community.
Listen,
I'm just saying, you will not play. You will not play if the jersey is not your team. I promise you that. They're not playing these games.
I can't have ant season wearing another Symptoms jersey, okay? I need you guys to be wearing your jerseys, okay? I can't be having a guy who's 100 pounds wearing a triple XL, okay? That's not how this works, okay? You guys need to show up in your jerseys. There's no last-minute team hopping in Philly. You guys have to get to your team. You guys have to get here on time. Let's not mess around. Because if you mess around, I'm sorry, Ed's not going to be scared to forfeit you. He's going to be like, sorry, man, I just write the checks. No.
Yeah, so again, in Champ, we're kind of just going to run through some of these because I know we want to stay on time and do all this stuff. So yeah, as you see, Cyclonic in the chat, doors open at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. players get ready and the show starts. So make sure you are there on time. I recommend getting there a little bit earlier. Do not try and get there at 9 a.m. because if you get there at 9 a.m., you're going to be waiting for everybody else to get signed in, to get registered, to go through checks, etc. And you could wind up not even being able to get in until closer to 10, if not later. So please make sure you are just a little bit early. It will help you and allow you to be able to get settled in and move. Of course, all gamer tags and PSNs that are on team rosters must be valid. This gamer tag PS must be legitimately owned by the user on that roster. AKA, you're not using backup builds. You're not using anything like that. It has to be yours. You can't rent accounts. You have to make sure there better not be like some, instead of an I or whatever, you know how the 2K community goes with this stuff. They are checking all of these. Just like with checks, if they see that as you get to Philly and the roster or the gamer tag that you have is not your gamer tag or the gamer tag that you signed up with, you will be forfeit. Oof. So yeah, it's not anything like crazy. Like, we're being serious, 100% honest on this stuff. You have to make sure that your courts are up to date. You see the beautiful UPA stuff that, the brackets, I'm sorry, not the brackets, as far as the courts that have been made, Perry is checking all of them. Please make sure you reach out to Perry. He will make sure everybody's verified. Your logo your courts must be 100% up to code, up to standard. If they're not, you can be eligible to be forfeit. They're not playing games right now. This is an event that's been going on for a while. You've had access to all of this stuff. Please make sure your courts are up to date. Please make sure your team names are up to date. Please make sure everything is there. Shit, damn, you say that right now, fake structure shit, I will personally forfeit somebody. I will come down from the host booth and do it. I do not give a damn. All right? Like, that's how we are right here.
Money for us.
But, look.
Listen, all I'm going to say is if you fly all the way to Philly or drive all the way to Philly and you get forfeited, I'm sorry, man. That's pain, dude. I did see it in Vegas. I did see it in Vegas for a couple teams, so.
And the crazy part is about all of this, I want to make sure people know the rules too, because opponents are responsible for identifying violations of these rules in advance of playing the game. It is not the responsibility of the UPA staff to police your game. So if something's messed up and you don't call it out, but you call it out a round later or round two because you petty and you just figured that out, that's on you.
Well, listen,
there's nothing we can do with that.
I'm going to do everybody a favor. Make sure you guys tonight or sometime this week you read over the rules. I'm going to put a link in the chat for everybody so you guys have no excuse. There's over 150 people in here. They're all seeing this. I'm putting a link in the chat right now for you guys. Please go click that link at one point and read through the rules. Take some time. Make sure you guys look and read over things. Do not say, oh, I didn't know that and know this. Please read over the rules. I know you guys don't like to read a lot of rules. Trust me, I've seen it over the years. I know usually they're like, wait, that's in the rule book? Yes. It's like in the big bold print, okay? But like Joe said, please do not be trying to share 2K accounts. Do not be throwing on different people's jerseys, trying to team hop in the middle of the tournament. Do not, listen, also, let's behave, guys. Let's have no altercations. You know, again, let's have some healthy trash talk. Let's have some fun. Guys, we're in Philadelphia. Let's have a good time. Like, we don't need no problems.
I agree, champ. Yeah, look, we've seen a lot of stuff on the timeline. Just so you know, a lot of that stuff is being tracked. If you do wind up saying something crazy, tweeting something crazy, a lot of that is being reported, sent in. Certain people will not be allowed at the event. This is an event that we prioritize people's safety. There will be security. There will be bag checks. There will be a lot of clearances. So please leave the bullshit out there. All right. Like you're here for a gaming event. At the end, again, let me say this one more time. You are here for a gaming event. Nobody's about that life. Just come in, hoop, have your thing, enjoy yourself. Again, I want to just go back and say that opponents are responsible for identifying violations. If you see a violation, you contact your game admin. There's going to be a game admin at every station. As soon as that happens, you'll quit out. You know, the game admin will go through everything, make sure if there's the violation of league rule, then of course it'll be handled. But if you continue to play the game and with the opponent being in violation of the rules and you continue to still play the game and whatever the result of the game is, that's the result of the game. That's on you. It is what it is. This is why you read the rule books to understand everything ahead of time. If you have your coach, make sure they do what you need to do. Same thing. So, you know, make sure we're there. And again, chat, just so y'all know, even if y'all deleting like messages, you know, trolling and all that stuff, UPA takes this stuff serious. We've seen events. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world. So this, like, that kind of stuff is not something we want to troll about. They take it very serious and you will be banned. It doesn't matter if you're playing on a team or not. They will keep you from it. Again, proof must be provided for that. You have to make sure you show it. Again, making sure that video proof, you want to take the screenshot. We require that everybody take screenshots. So the winning team takes screenshots for both wins and losses. They have to upload screenshots of both wins and losses for their entire series to the WR Discord. If it's not uploaded, we don't see it. We don't know who's moving on. You could potentially be forfeit. Whatever UPA wants to rule in that case, that's on them, because we have to have the proof that the winner has won in whatever the series is. So I know a lot of people in our community don't like to post losses, but you need to post the losses for not only stats, but for us to be able to keep everybody accountable and know what's going on and keep the thing going. What's up, champ?
And I'll say this too. You guys want your stats, I promise you. So if you guys want us to be able to collect the stats, we need proof that you guys actually won the game. If we're not having you guys posting screenshots and you guys are not like communicating with these admins that you're setting the screenshots, then it's not going to help you. It's going to hurt you. Please send all your stats and everything to us. Please, we have it's in a Discord, correct? That they're going to be doing it in, like for everyone to submit everything. How
everybody should already have access to the WR Discord as it is. If you don't, please reach out to one of the UPA admins to get access to that, where you can upload the screenshots. Again, it's super simple. You're playing on your own accounts. You're playing on your own PS5. So all you have to do is just, take the screenshot, upload it to your Twitter or upload it to your PSN. Just copy the photo right from your phone and just post it into the Discord. It's super simple. So again, just make sure we're doing this. We promise it's little things, but little things can get people messed up. So just kind of going through, again, all the rules and regulations are in the thing that we posted. We want to make sure that people know, as far as rules, as far as matching up rules, everybody knows these are the rules and guidelines serve rules contained herein. All right, we're going to go kind of through all of this stuff. Just quick skim.
Have you been keeping track of the questions?
Yeah, I've been going through the questions. Like I said, guys, please listen, chat. If you guys are in here and you do have your questions, this is the time to get them answered. If there's something you're curious about, please write it in the chat. because we need to know in order to answer your questions. And if we don't have the answers, we'll get the answers for you. We'll make sure that someone gets to you with that answer, okay? So please, please, please ask your questions now, because it's very vital. Because if you don't show up to Philly asking like, oh, what about this? Well, you should have asked that now. You need to ask all your questions now. Can you bring food and water?
So, and that's a good question. We will follow up with the venue. I believe there is food there. I'm not sure if there will be alcohol at this venue, unfortunately, but there will be other services through VIP, etc., that they do have there. I'm sure you're most likely going to be able to bring water, but as far as outside food and drink, I'm not completely sure on. We will get that information for you. We will make sure that's in the email coming through. The brackets come into on.
It's coming.
Promise. All right, look, it's here.
It's going to be here soon. To answer Range's question too, yes, we are screenshotting your losses and wins so we can track all stats. So please make sure after your guys' series, whenever you're done, whenever you're walking away, don't just go disappear. Send those screenshots immediately. The admins will be on you in this tournament. We are not playing games. We need the stats, because this is going to help the broadcast team. This is going to help you guys down the line. We need everything, okay, guys? So please, 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 it is very vital that you submit your screenshots, because if you do not submit them and the other team submits them, I mean, all I'm going to say, guys, you need to get yourself in.
And I 100% agree. So again, higher seed is always going to have the tiebreaker game. So the way it's going to work, all UPA playoffs tournaments will alternate if both teams are North American servers. Higher seed will always have the option to host game 1, lower seed game 2, and so on until the final game of the series. The final game of the series, the host option will be based on point differential. Example, for a best of 3, game 1, blah, blah, blah. So game 3 will be point differential. Game 1 is going to go to the highest seed. The tie in point differentials will be in favor of the higher seed. If a team quits a tournament playoff game early, they will net minus 50 points. The max point differential of quitting early would be 50, then there would be 50 added on top of the difference. So pretty much, if you quit early, granted, we want to save boost, all that stuff. Make sure you're on top of that ahead of time. If you quit early, if you're trying to forfeit, do whatever, it's minus 50 to your point differential. So if you do wind up forcing the game 3, you're going to give them home server. If there's dispute on servers, of course, or whose host it is, you have your game admin right there. They'll be willing to help you. Again, just make sure you're talking to each other. If a player lags out before tip-off, it's an automatic restart. Quit the game and contact the opposing team to match up again. Just, again, contact the game admin right there. The following rules apply only to lag outs or other unforced 2K-related errors. If you choose to quit out of a game in a tournament or a playoff situation, it may be a forfeit. Again, I want to repeat that again. If a player, lags out, the following rules apply only to lag outs and unforced 2K-related errors. If you choose to quit out of a game in a tournament or playoff situation, it may be a forfeit. That's on y'all. If a player lags out while winning and the entire rest of his team immediately quits, they will replay in the regular season. Of course, as any player keeps playing after a teammate lags out before quitting, it will be a loss. Immediate is defined as under 30 seconds. So again, if you lag out while winning, your entire team has to quit out within 30 seconds. If it's after 30 seconds of that game, you see 30 seconds of the clock gone, they're just going to continue to play it. And that's going to be your loss. So again, make sure you're all doing what you need to do. Please make sure you read these rules. It's super simple. These have been the same rules for UPA all year long. Again, spreads during regular season, spreads will not be enforced, but I'm sure as far as the event, they will kind of work on that. That's something that, again, we'll talk on, and that will be all into the email that will come out. I don't want to speak completely on that.
I do want to say something real quick, Joe. Mm-hmm. I saw a question about how much are tickets. So from what I see right now, so for the link that I'm putting in the chat right now is the link for the tickets and stuff like that. It looks like it's $25 for basic, like, general admission, and it's going to be, I think, $125 for like a VIP. I'm not 100% of everything that's in that more like exclusive ticket, but just so you guys know, if you guys do have friends or family that are coming out, this is a link for them to use to go buy their tickets. I don't know the exact due date off the top of my head right now, but I do know that this is the link right here for you guys to basically buy your tickets. So I just wanted to make that apparent.
So again, Froome, hey bro, you spent all that money to get to Philly. I'm sure another. All right. So it's really what it is. Especially all these teams with sponsors, you better hit up a sponsor. I'm just saying, like, it's not on me. Just being real. Of course, What's
tickets,
up?
Tickets will close the day of the event. No tickets are sold at the door. So I just want to, I just got that confirmation. Sales will close the day of the event. So no tickets will be sold at the door. So please do not show up expecting to get a ticket. If you don't have a ticket, you don't get in. Okay, it's that simple. You know, again, obviously, if you're a player on a team coming in, it's different. But if you have some your boys and they're all at the door and they're like, "Yo, let us in," I'm sorry, they can't let them in. They had to have bought their ticket ahead of time. So please make sure you have your tickets. Okay, I just had to really hit on that. Sorry. Go ahead, Joe. You had something to say?
No, of course. And Benzo, again, Brody, don't try them because every admin is different. Every tournament is different. Yeah, they might have been a little bit more flexible, but don't try them. All right, I'm telling you. I have the event info. Hold on one second. I'm gonna send it to Ev. Just sent me the full stuff that I want to kind of cover.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
So guys, we're gonna run down a couple. Like I said, we're gonna do another rundown of things just for those because I know some people are just getting in here. We want to make sure that word is passed, that people are aware of everything. We aren't gonna have anybody saying, "Oh, I didn't hear this." Like I said, we have enough people in here to listen. If you hear something, please tell people. Make sure you pass the word around. Make sure also, I'm going to put the link in the chat because when we do drop the bracket, like I said, I want to make sure that a lot of people see it. We will be dropping the bracket very shortly. So please, 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 I'm going to put a link in the chat. Please go on Twitter and retweet the UPA tweet just so we can get everyone in here so we don't have to repeat ourselves. Thank you very much. So the link right here, please. Everybody, I know we got 250 people in here. Please hit that retweet button. I appreciate you guys. But Joe, do you have the full list of things you want to
Yep, give me a second.
Yep.
I'm pulling it up right now as we speak.
Sounds good.
Yeah, again, everybody is fun and games, is trolling, but don't test them because y'all gonna leave Philly very mad. I promise you. So yeah, again, it's both PS5, Xbox Series X, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to post this one. This is the World Championship rules, making sure that they're there. Boom, boom, boom. You can read with me. I'm sure everybody can read here, and if you can't read, this is why I'm saying it here on this stream for everybody. Of course, registration's open, blah, blah, blah. We went through all of that stuff. You have to make sure you have your parent or guardian there. If you're under 18, everybody's there. Make sure you have your jerseys there. The location is localhost, the Block 401 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, PA. All participants are responsible for their own travel and lodging accommodations. All participants must be aware of the following. All participants will be searched and or scanned. All personal bags will be inspected to ensure guest safety. No weapons or contraband. No outside food or drinks. I'm sorry, Easy. It says it right there in the rules. We have researched and found the following hotels that are close to the venue. There's the 4 Points Sheraton, the Hampton Inn Philadelphia Convention Center, and the Best Western Plus Philadelphia Convention Center. If you haven't got a spot, make sure you're doing your thing. Tournament structure. Tournament will consist of 2 brackets, PlayStation, Xbox Series X. Tournament will be played on Pro-Am mode of NBA 2K22. 2 consoles will be played in their respective consoles to determine 2 console champions. The 2 console champions will play on a best-of-3 final series on PlayStation 5. So, again, one more time. The 2 console champions will play a best-of-3 final series on PlayStation 5. It's not best-of-5, best-of-3. I'm sorry for all you Xbox heads who will be playing on PS5. Each player in the final champion series will use a default 99 overall build provided locally at the time of the event unless otherwise agreed by the UPA staff at sole discretion. If the Xbox Series S champion has their own PlayStation account, we may choose to permit them to use that at UPA's sole discretion. The exact specifications of the build can be found on the link there, so you can check them all out. They're all 99s. They have boost, they have hotspots, they have Gatorade. Everything's already taken care of, so you can definitely check it and do all that stuff. So make sure it's there.
I just want to answer a question real quick about the VIP, the difference with the VIP. So from what I hear, so what I'm seeing right now on the UPA page, like I said, I'll put the link again for you guys. VIP has entry, obviously to the to the UPA World Championship, VIP seating area, backstage access, UPA World Championship bag, UPA World Championship hat. They get a shirt, free food and drinks. Those are all the perks to having a VIP admission. So basically, you guys basically get like a swag pack from the UPA, and you also get some free food and drinks and stuff like that for the entire event. So I just want to put that out there real quick. Sorry, Joe.
No, you good. And again, chat, I promise you, the last thing you want to do is joke about anything, bring in anything that you want to do right here while you have the UPA admin staff, etc., to put you on a list where you get there and then they be like, oh, you can't get in. And your team is looking at you because you're the reason why they have to forfeit because they paid all of this money to get to Philadelphia and you can't play. because you want to post something stupid trying to troll for friends. Please be very careful. It goes for Twitter, everything. Don't be a dumbass. And again, championship tournament will take place August 6th, August 7th. Check-in will begin 1 hour prior to first games at 9 a.m. Eastern. So again, games start at 10, check-in start at 9. Players on each team must be checked in 15 minutes prior to the start of the first round games or risk their team forfeiting. All participants are required to remain at the venue for the duration of the tournament or until eliminated. Games will begin promptly after the conclusion of the previous series. If your entire team cannot be found within 10 minutes of receiving notice, that is the time for your series. You may be forfeit. The notice will be sent out to your captain or coach. So please make sure you're in the vicinity. If you know you have a game going, don't go wandering off. Don't go do anything crazy. Make sure you're there because you could be forfeit for being late, even if you're at the venue. Make sure you're by your vicinity, by where you need to be. Again, the higher seed, all rounds of this event will be best of 3. Higher seed will be a server host for games 1 and 3. I apologize. I was reading the other rules from before. But yeah, higher seed will be server host for games 1 and 3. Pro-Am courts must be created to the exact specifications. It's all on the rules that we posted. You can find the specifications and colorways on the link that's in the rules that we posted. Branding and logo should have the official UPA logo found on the WR League PSN/gamertag. Again, you can kind of go through all of that stuff. Like I said, we're going to make sure that all of the brackets are released shortly. All participants are required to bring their own Xbox or PS5 console to the event. Don't show up without your console because you better hope you have a great friend who's going to be willing to let you borrow them because you're going to be SOL.
Listen, I'm going to bring my console and charge people, man. If they don't bring their console, I'm about to charge up the woo-ha. I don't care.
Hey, I mean, it is. All participants should upload their MyPlayers to cloud storage prior to the event in case of issues. Just make sure you're doing your thing. Console finals, as far as prize breakdowns. Console finals, you win $10K for making it to the console finals. Console champion will win $15K. The world champion cross console will win $30K.
Whoa, what? Hold up. Say that one more time for us, Joe. I need to hear that one more time.
So the console finals, for making it to the console finals, you win $10,000.
Just making it.
Your team wins $10,000. For the console champion, you win $15,000. For the world champion, the cross console champions, you win $30,000. So
shoot, man. Jeez. Okay, sorry. That's a lot of money for a post-draft event.
No wonder they've been snaking.
Oh man, they burning Ed's pockets right now, man. That's crazy.
Hey, shoot, for real. Again, make sure that your pass target profile must be default or direction. The setting cannot be set to custom. No openness. If you can't pass, you're gonna be exposed. People gonna see.
I was gonna say something else, but you got it. You can't. No, but
free throw timing must be set to user timing. The setting can't be set to real player percentage. There's no fake Zens here. You got to show you actually can shoot. All tournament rules are intended to be, explanatory in nature. UPA cannot predict every case that may come in advance. Additionally, unintended loopholes in the language may exist. If the technical language of a rule does not align with UPA's intent of a given rule, there's an unanticipated loophole or any abusive behavior occurring, UPA reserves the right to amend and enforce any of its rules retroactively, conforming its intents and spirits of fair competition. Make sure y'all read the rules. Again, make sure y'all read the rules. Again, they have all the other stuff. It's all there. Everybody's already paid their UPA fees. All participants will be required to fill out a W-9 or receive 1099 for their share of the winnings. Payment will be made within 45 business days after the conclusion of the event and only after filling out the required forms. AKA, after you win. Congratulations, you won. Don't DM Ev. Don't DM Lux. Don't DM Champ. Don't DM Ye. Don't DM myself. I will happily screenshot that shit. I will post it on Twitter with the laughing emojis. Like, damn, son, 45 days. Maybe post this rules right next to it. Make sure you read. You're not going to get paid right away.
I mean, I'll take the money.
It's a legal business, all right?
I'll fill it out. I'll take the money if they don't want it. That's fine.
They can cash that big check they get.
Hey, and again, the last thing before we kind of, we'll talk about the rest and get into it. UPA has a zero tolerance for any behavior that is A, sexually explicit, unnecessary, violent, or derogatory of any ethnic, racial, gender, religious, professional, or age group. this is that's obscene, offensive, or may create public disrepute, contempt, scandal, or ridicule, defames, invades public rights or privacy of any person living with deceased, otherwise infringes upon any third parties or prizes providers' personal intellectual property rights. All right, I'm just gonna break this down for y'all.
I was like,
don't be a dumbass. All right, don't be a dumbass. Don't say anything racist. Don't say anything sexist. Don't say anything homophobic, ageist, etc. Make sure you're being respectful. You're treating your peers with respect, because if they see that you're violating the code of conduct, you're violating the policy, you're harassing somebody else, that can go for UPA staff, that can go for local host staff, Nerd Street staff, UPA staff, whatever it is, personal players, etc. They find out, you can be held liable, and that's not good. And you can be disqualified from not only this event, but all UPA events going forward. So make sure, again, I'm going to reiterate this one more time. Please don't be a dumbass.
Also, guys, when you bring your own stuff, you bring your consoles, please keep on top of your stuff, because if you lose it, it is not our responsibility. It is no one's responsibility but yours. If your console goes missing, you are in charge of that. So if you have any belongings or anything that you bring with you, please, please, please make sure you guys watch your own belongings, because we are not going to be the ones to be responsible for that. That is on you. I just want to put that out there now. Because if you guys, again, if you lose your headset, you lose your AirPods, you lose your controller, I don't know. Maybe like if you lose a whole console, I'm sorry, bro. That's on you. But I just want to make that known. If you lose anything, please make sure you guys stay on top of it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's big. Thank you for bringing that up, champ. For real. Look, it's a big-ass event with a lot of people here, people. All right. Please make sure you are watching your stuff, taking care of your stuff. You're responsible for all that you bring in with you. If somebody steals your console, if somebody steals your controller, if somebody steals whatever that you brought in with you, you are the one responsible. It's not on UPA. It's not on the venue. It's not on anybody else. It's you. You are the sole person responsible for all of that. So again, just be very, very careful. Be very, very smart. Write your name, do whatever. Make sure you take the, the code on the back of your console so you know exactly that it's yours. Do the little things so you don't have to worry about anything. Just be smart, be safe, and just have fun.
A real quick question, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You said no ages comments, right? So that means I can't be getting called an old head. I'm free.
You're free,
bro. You yourself just called. You said you just like a taller version of Ev.
Yo, oh my!
They got nothing to do with ages. I just look like.
I only said it because Ev's in the chat. I mean, you still old. It's cool.
Oh my!
You heard that, Ev? Kick him out. Pack him up.
Nah. Of course. But yeah, we just want to be smart with a lot of things like that. But mainly on the other things. But yeah, please, now is the time to answer. Ask any questions. Please do it now. You have the opportunity. And you have 245 people here who might have the same question. Make sure you please ask this now, so you're not saying, oh, well, we didn't know. You had the opportunity. We posted the rules. You know what? I'm going to post the rules one more time.
Listen, we are going to be dropping the brackets very soon, guys. We are just listen, like I said, we are running through the rules. We are making sure that everyone's questions are getting answered. We are going to be releasing the bracket very, very shortly. I promise you guys, okay? But like I said, oh man. Anyway, yeah. So, like I said, guys, with the parking situation, that's something that I can't quite answer off the top of my head with the venue. I do know there's plenty of places to probably park in Philadelphia, but do they bring HDMI cords? Yeah, I would bring your HDMI cords. I'd bring everything that you guys use to hook up your console. Do not forget your power cord and show up to Philadelphia. Please double check your bags. Make sure that you hold on to your bag for dear life when you go to the airport. Because I mean, listen, guys, just make sure you have everything. Don't be messing around. Don't leave your bag in the car or something. Please just be on top of that.
Yeah. So again, please ask the questions. We'll go through that, and then we'll go to 3v3 because I know we want to get to the brackets. We want to make sure we're there. Torn says, can somebody respond to their DMs on the UPA page? I think somebody will get to that shortly. Easy, is somebody stinks too much? Can it be removed? Look, personal hygiene is a big thing. Look, there's a lot of people. It's a long day. We definitely recommend making sure that you have consistent deodorant, antiperspirant, just, things that you can to just make yourself feel good, look good, smell good. It is a long day. Personally, I recommend always keeping deodorant or something like that with you, an additional shirt, whatever it is, because just to be safe, you're there with a lot of other people. It's going to get hot. Your close quarters, just help each other, all right?
We might need the sponsor for that one.
Yo, if we get a deodorant sponsor for UPA, it's up, bro.
Yo, imagine like the deodorant player of the game. No, but anyway.
So somebody said, do we have to bring headsets to the event? That's a good question. I think that headsets might be provided, but I just want to double check. Elite, do you need to bring your Ethernet cord? I would, just in case. Again, bring everything, because in the sense that they have the stuff set up for you, you're good. But if not, you're prepared either way.
Yeah, I urge you to bring it.
UPA said bring everything but your monitor. So make sure you do what you need to do. It's going through parking in the city. I'm going to get information on parking. I know that the event is pretty much next to the convention center, so there is a lot of parking there. It is going to get expensive. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So just be very aware. Definitely we'll have Ev or somebody on UPA kind of check in on the parking situation. That will be involved into the email so people can take care of that. So yeah, just again, double checking and all of that stuff. Let's see. Am I missing any other questions? I'm scrolling. There's a lot of messages.
No, not that I see. I mean, again, like I said, guys, please just bring everything. Do not forget anything. Don't forget your freaking controllers.
Players come in and out.
I would just bring your headset. I would bring your headset, guys, just in case. And at worst case, you just keep it in your bag. Like if you're not going to use it. Like if they have a headset there for you, it's different. But yeah, I mean, I would just are any badges banned?
So for what it seems like for 5v5, no, everything's same rules as last time, same rules as UPA before. So if you run double power forward, that's your choice. If you want to run traditional, that's your choice. Whatever it is. So the only badges that will potentially be banned is for 3v3, and I'll kind of get to that shortly. Yes, Crizzy, we are showing both of them.
Yes, I'm going to be showing all of them. We're going to be showing both 5v5 brackets for Xbox and PlayStation, and we're going to be showing the 3v3 bracket. So I have everything. Yeah. I have everything.
But let's kind of go through 3v3 rules real quick, and then we kind of get into brackets, talk about this shit, and keep it going. So yeah, registration, like we said, boom, boom, boom. Jersey requirements, same thing as 5v5. Make sure that everybody has their jersey. Everybody's there on time. Of course, location, all the other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Prize breakdown when it comes to 3v3. The UPA 3v3 invitational prize pool is $30,000. They ordered as followed. The 3v3 invitational finals, $2,500. The invitational finals, $5,000. And $10,000 to the 3v3 invitational champions. Of course, very similar rules to 5v5. Make sure that your pass target profile must be default or direction. The setting cannot be set to custom. Free throw timing, granted, there's no free throws in 3v3. So you make sure that there's no user real play percentage. We're not doing any of that stuff. The biggest things that we want to specify when it comes to, UPA for 3v3, and I want to make sure we all have this here. Sorry, I'm getting messages.
Me too.
Yeah. So got a message. I want people to know that there is a police station directly across the street.
Wait, what?
Don't mess around and find out, I
had a question about I don't know. Mm-hmm. They're asking what's the starting time for day 2? For everybody to be there. I had that question. So I'm
one second.
Like I said, I'll try to get that answer for you real quick. For the person that asked that question to me, I'll try to find out. Just give me a minute. But I would assume that it's early as possible. Like I said, day 1, you guys need to all be there, and I will Wilson. We're gonna keep saying it. Be there at 9 o'clock. Please make sure you have all your stuff together. Make sure that you guys are submitting your screenshots and everything when you win and lose, so we can collect all the stats. Because if you don't, you can be forfeited. Okay, if you're not submitting everything and you're not plugging everything in for your stats and stuff like that, and the screenshots that you're taking, you can possibly be forfeited by your admin. So please get your stuff in. Okay, please, for the love of God. But like I said, I think that for this event, biggest thing, guys, most important thing, just have fun. Okay. Like, listen, let's not do anything stupid. With, it's awesome. It's the first time we're having 5v5 and 3v3. Okay. So, like I said, Joe, do you have anything else? Are you reading some questions right now? Because it looks like you're.
Yeah. I'm looking at questions right here. Doing double duty. I saw Joker with the question. We can definitely kind of talk about that. If anything, Joker, make sure you hit us on the side. We can kind of speak on that. As far as the rule, as long as you follow the rules. Again, that's something we can speak on. Ev, the UPA staff, they can kind of talk on this. But the biggest thing about 3v3 rules that are different from 5v5, silver sniper, no tie handles, only one position each on the floor, aka no double shooting or bigs, no 6'9" shooting guards at the big position, and there's also a height restriction. So pretty much you have 6'7" and under for locks and 6'8" and above for bigs, but those bigs have to be power forwards and and or centers. You have to be in the build. When we look it up, it has to say power forward or center. If it says small forward, that's tough. If it says shooting guard, aka the 6'9" shooting guard that you're trying to run at the big, tough. You can't use it. So again, please make sure you're doing what you need to do. You have to have one PG, one lock, and one big on the floor at all times. So again, silver sniper, no tight handles, only one position on the floor each, no 6'9" shooting guards at the big position, and then of course height restrictions, 6'7" and under for locks, and 6'8" and above for power forwards and centers.
I just want to say something real quick. So guys, we are going to be having actually a special event for those who want to predict the bracket. We're going to be running a contest basically where they're going to be doing a best bracket to where you can win a standard copy of NBA 2K23. So I'll be putting the links and everything in the chat for you guys. So if you guys want to make bracket predictions and submit your submissions, you can have a chance to win a free copy of 2K23. So like I said, once we get into the brackets and we drop the brackets here at 9 o'clock, I'll make sure to put that link in the chat for you guys, okay? So we will be getting to that shortly. Any last things that we want to say, Joe, touch on? Because I know we have a couple more things to that.
Yeah, we'll give it because again, we gave it a little bit of time. We'll have 10 minutes more of questions, little things like that, and then we'll kind of get into the bracket review. So please, if you have any questions regarding the event, please ask now. Forever hold your peace. Because if you get forfeit off of something BS that we've already spoken about, it's in the rules, it's all of this stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna just hit you with the Jordan meme. So like, it is what it is. So again, just trying to see everybody. Nothing else. Boom. Nate, I hate you. Yeah, I'm interested to see who's getting rounded too loud, talking all kinds of mess and antagonizing like crazy. Accounts, buying accounts and proof. Yeah, you definitely have to make sure that if you have proof that somebody's bought an account that's not theirs, that they're not eligible to use, definitely submit that to UPA. They'll see what it is. They'll make the ruling on it. If you know ahead of time, please do it. Don't wait until after the game starts. Because as soon as the game starts, that means you're letting them do it. This stuff is information. You can ask a game admin to be able to double check the gamer tags before the game goes on. They are going to double check badges. They're going to double check all of the restrictions that we spoke on. So it's all there, making sure you're doing what you need to do. Do the people who pay general admission, they're in the bleachers, they just stand around? Softly Cooks, it's actually a little bit of both. There's going to be seating, but they can just be around. Of course, as the event goes, you have the main stage, and you have all of the side stages, the mini stages. So a lot of people kind of watch the different side stages. You have the main stage, but as, of course, we get closer to the finals, the main games on the main stage, people are kind of watching the main stage. So it's really up to you. It's what's nice about these venues is that you can kind of roam, you can kind of do all kinds of different things like that. So it's very fun. Loud, unfortunately, you already submitted your gamer tag. Boy, sorry, kid. But I mean, sheesh, Loud, you need a legend account to even compete? That's crazy, bro. That's tough.
That's crazy.
General admission can't walk around the side stages. So you can walk around side stages. You can't walk, of course, being behind the main stage. You can be there in the side stages. VIP is going to have their section. If you have VIP, of course, only VIP is going to be allowed in VIP. If you're general admission, sucks. You can pay for VIP. All of the stuff is there. I think there's only a few more left. Definitely check that out. It's on the website there. And yeah, let's see. Anything else?
I think they really want that bracket, Joe. I mean, listen, guys. This is our last round. Joe, let's just run through everything, and then we'll move on and we'll show the bracket. So, like I said, guys, please make sure 9 o'clock. Okay, you need to show up on Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m. Okay. So listen, if you're flying from somewhere that morning, listen, I would suggest you don't. I suggest you get there the night before. But if you're coming in, just so you guys know, we're an hour ahead of the Central Time and 3 hours ahead of the West Side. So please make sure that you guys know what time it is if you are coming in for some reason in the morning time, or if you're driving. Like I said, guys, we are going to start having people register and sign up and sign in at 9 a.m. Okay, and things are going to start moving around 10. So do not show up at 9:59 and think that it's going to be okay, because it's going to take time to get people in. It's going to take time for you to get your stuff together. We are going to get right into it. If you're not there and the other team is sitting there with their 5 waiting, you're going to get forfeited. Okay. All right. So like I said, make sure that you guys are responsible. Make sure you guys bring your consoles. Make sure you guys are responsible of all your belongings that you bring with you. Like I said, for anybody who has friends or family that is coming to the event, general admission is going to be $25 for a ticket. I will have links on. There are links on the Unified Pro-Am page for you guys to find that information. Like I said, the VIP pass, like I said, I already said what's inside of that. Joe's kind of already gone over the in-game rules. Make sure that you guys submit your screenshots, okay? If you guys, this is how you submit that you won the series, both wins and losses. I don't want to see all your wins. We have to have both so we can collect stats, so then we can also send this to our guys in the higher-ups, because you guys were always complaining about certain things. At least if you guys have stats, we can analyze that and use that in future content. So please make sure you guys are submitting your screenshots to the admin that you are with, and make sure that's in that Discord, okay? Joe, do you have anything else to say?
I already spoke on it. If people didn't miss, people missed the stream. Again, once it's done, you can check it back afterwards. Definitely see everything. We will have a small little video that will be posted. So again, make sure people know when it comes to 3v3, Silver Sniper, no tight handles, only one position on the floor, no double shooting guards or bigs, no 6'9" shooting guard at the big position. There are height restrictions. So locks must be 6'7" and under, and power forwards and centers have to be 6'8" and above. You have to have one PG, one lock, and one big on the floor at all times. And then, of course, you must have one power forward and one power forward or center on your floor. So again, you have to be looked at. What's your builder? Power forward or center? If not, tough. We already talked about the rules. Make sure you're on time. If you're on time, you might be late. Things can go. You'll be listening out. They'll tell when people need to go to their respective stations. Make sure you bring everything that you need, your entire console, your cords, etc., your controller. Make sure you're good to go. Make sure you know that they're checking all bags. No food or drink, outside food or drink allowed in the venue. Please make sure you don't bring any illegal contraband, anything crazy. You will be searched at the door. Your bags will be searched at the door. There's a police station across the street. Don't be stupid. At the end of the day, don't be stupid. We're here to have fun, network, enjoy yourself. But let's get on to the bracket, right, champ?
I think it's time for the bracket, guys. So listen, it's that time. I know everybody has been sitting here waiting for the bracket, and that's why you guys have honestly been